Except for the fact that you ain't yelling and trying to eat me. I'd have pegged you as some sort of prosperous scrapper by the rough look you got about you. You do got a certain feral look in your eye, though. Okay. I give up. Tell me.
I prefer to think of myself as a free agent. No commitments, no complications.
Cheers to that, friend. When war looms its ugly head, adaptation is key. May Huffstutler, formerly Auntie's Choice, Department of Invasive Marketing. Now, the voice of the displaced. That's what those in the Order call me, leastways. An unofficial sobriquet, likely meant as a petulant slight. On account I object. Louder. More often than the rest. Those of us ended up here have very little except needs. I turn those into demands for reasons of clarity and import.
Where did all these people come from?
Some are former Auntie's Choice like me. Some were abandoned by the Protectorate. All of us have been displaced by conflict somehow, directly or otherwise. Happy as I am to make your acquaintance, I'm busy staking our claim over the exclusion zone, so if you'll excuse me.
What was that you mentioned about an exclusion zone?
The exclusion zone. The Order has decided to keep us out thanks to some nebulous prediction of disaster. Screw their predictions. We have people displaced by war and disaster, in sore need of space. There's plenty of room to house them.
All right, it makes no sense.
Thank you. That's what I've been trying to tell everyone. I honestly don't give the slightest whit about the Order's idea of math or whatever calculation tells them that a catastrophe may or may not occur. I couldn't get anywhere with Administrant Agarwal, but you, maybe you'll have better luck.
Give it a try.
Thanks, stranger. Maybe fate's on our side for a change. You can find Agarwal in the lift building, probably formulating another equation to get on my nerves.
Lit. Wherever there's trouble, there's always opportunists willing to profit from it.
Greetings. What can I help you with? Let me guess. One of your co-occupants is always hanging up his or her britches in your corner of the yurt. Am I right? Or you're dealing with more of a stay off my palate or that's my air you're breathing sort of thing. Pray elucidate the exact nature of your tiff of contention.
I prefer a mud sent me.
Oh, really? Like they strung a few words together in a row and it all made sense? That's a marked improvement on earlier. Guessing they left out a bunch, though. Here in Matriarch's Mercy, if you're not a member of the Order, you're probably living close to somebody else. In some cases, sleeping on top of them. Sort of thing tends to cause friction between neighbors. Would lead to fights, but nobody here wants trouble with the Order. So they hire our hooligans to battle by proxy.
So they fight using stand-ins. That's all.
Half the time, people shy away at the first sight of blood. The other, that's what they're there for. We say whoever wins the fight wins the argument. But frankly, it's never anything of consequence, like, okay, hurrah! This guy gets back his mangy button. Now, how can I help you exactly?
I came to ask about the situation in camp, but you answered my question.
Ugh, a tourist. Well, clear out then, huh? Can't have you scaring off real customers. I got a bunch of yeggs, 2 pugilists, and a sick canid to feed.
Attitude.
Look, your nose was just a stand-in for Duarte's nose.
Okay, so one is there, and then we have that one over there.
What is it? I have 15 seconds of allotted time for non-specific discourse, so choose your words with expediency. Oh, don't tell me. You're here on behalf of the voice of the displaced, aren't you?
My Hofstadter said I should speak with you.
Oh, May, is it? You're on a first-name basis already? This is about the exclusion zone, correct?
Talk to me like I'm not from around here.
Fair enough. The exclusion zone is a mere corner of Matriarch's mercy, and rightfully off limits. You see, the seer predicted that a calamity would befall the exclusion zone, warning that the barrier must not be crossed. But the ever-disruptive voice of the displaced is dead set on occupying the exclusion zone anyway, laughing in the face of certain peril.
Well, you wouldn't, right? We can't save every fallen tolerary.
Surely. But the abbot asked me to be personally responsible for their continued well-being. The seer has augured death for anyone who enters the exclusion zone. Yes, you heard me right. Death. Furthermore, and I quote, an outside mediator, having earned the confidence of both sides, has a high likelihood of clearing up an ongoing dispute. And now the voice has involved you. How auspicious. Perhaps you are the outside mediator who was foretold.
Well, if you believe both sides will listen, then I'm in.
I believe only in the cold, inconvenient mathematics of the cosmos. This will work. It must work. The first step is to familiarize yourself with every angle of the dispute. Talk to the people of Matriarch's mercy. The displaced want the exclusion zone. We want it kept off limits. We can't both be right. With your seasoned perspective, perhaps the voice of the displaced will learn to listen. Any questions before you get started?
Earlier you said it was foretold. How does that work?
Novice Seer Vicarage should have ample time to illuminate you on the Order's forecast modeling methods. He's just down the room from here.
What can you tell me about the voice of the displaced?
I can tell you she's a rabble-rouser of the highest order. Still, she cleaves to her principles. That's something. You can find her outside, among her people, stubbornly defying an order barricade. But you already knew that.
I've spoken to a few people with valid concerns about the conditions in camp.
These are the data points we need. Keep at it then. Precision is ever our ideal. Many people around camp support or object to our methods. Speak to them, form your own opinion, and when you are ready, we will decide the fate of the exclusion zone.
All these letters.
1,068.5 pardons, but my attention is presently 99.81% occupied, coordinating provisions and supplies for the displaced.
Archivist Winmark suggests to speak with you about work.
Well, if the archivist said so, I suppose I can factor out a moment. As the assigned provisioner, I am responsible for coordinating the requisition and distribution of comestibles, medicinals, and miscellaneous vital supplies. The overwhelming majority of my time is dedicated to this, leaving only moments to see to the Order's needs in the settlement. But it is an effort I undertake with great relish. You may not have noticed, but the refugees do not want for food or medicine.
So the Saber displays may not have noticed either.
With the great disruption that has occurred to their lives, one can hardly blame them. That they are fed and remain healthy is sufficient for me.
I bet you're more stressed than you let on, but you seem happy about it.
The Order of the Ascendant is dedicated to the ascension of humanity. Our ultimate goal may not be reached in our lifetime. If I can help others in need today, I shall do so to the utmost extent of my abilities and resources. Appreciate you respecting my time.
By the law, it's you. Oh, thank the architect you're finally here. I've scarcely breathed while hoping you'd come. I am in desperate need of your help.
Well, a question first. What do you think of conditions at the camp?
As a doctor, I'm appalled. We don't have enough beds or private quarters to separate people, so sickness is blazing an unhappy trail through the refugees. Of course, the Order keeps us well supplied with meds, but things will get worse as long as we're overcrowded. Yes, I can treat sickness as it arises. It would be leagues better to prevent it entirely. That means space to spread out.
Yeah. I say, get everyone sick at once. Let nature take its course. Okay, anything I can do to assist with that?
Since you asked, you can run this medicine to Horst Lambing. Just don't shake the man's hand. He has a habit of coughing into his palm when he covers it at all.
You just been needing my help with something else?
You see, the Seers are members of the Order who labor over the universal equation. Even in its unfinished state, the equation gives them the means to predict the future. Recently, I had a rare opportunity to ask the Seer for guidance. He told me that a dashing outsider would answer my prayers. I feared the prediction was a fluke, but here you are, a dashing outsider standing before me.
If you're saying you got a job you need me to do, then say it plainly.
Forgive me. Thoughts of destiny and predictability tend to raise my blood pressure. Where to begin? There are so many sick and wounded in Matriarch's mercy, and I have but two imperfect hands. I am but a humble general practitioner. What I really need are specialists, and the Seer predicted an outsider would find them.
Okay, I'll find them then.
My thanks, stranger. Probability is on our side. The Seer gave me a datapad with explicit instructions that I not read it, for my intervention could only throw probability into disarray. Now, take the datapad, with my thanks.
You should know they're rescuing an automech doctor.
Thanks to you, our automechanical doctor has been dispensing medication and setting broken limbs with tireless efficiency. Take this. On behalf of the Order and the displaced, I thank you. Now, will there be anything else? Since you aren't a refugee, I hope you understand that I cannot offer my goods free of charge, but my prices are fair.
Need one? Not really. But no. So this is something I don't like with the game. Sometimes it's like these are just okay. Yeah, these are not weapons. These are just mods. Okay. Platoon. That one could be good actually. Getting that one. Same with that one.
Which lead to the dreaded Sigma of
Like that. Something I use a lot, so. Let's see mods, weapons. Mod. Yeah, we don't really need to buy these and make them. Yes, and then we go to modifications. Uh, doo, doo, doo. have those ready. And let's see, equipment. Let's see here. Let's see. Okay.
The universe does not... I pleasantly anticipated this exact moment. My personalized order prediction and weekly prognostics report both mentioned encountering an unforeseen factor about now. I suppose that designation doesn't wholly apply to you, though, does it? Predicting future events is an imprecise science. Currently, that is. Well, then, I read that you'd have questions about our predictive methods, correct?
How does the order predict the future?
We utilize a mix of proprietary research methods to gather as complete a data set as possible, and advanced calculations using well-honed models to effectuate it. None of us predict events with complete accuracy or absolute detail. We'd need to solve the universal equation to do that. Fortunately, we're all working very hard on that problem. The Department of Predictive Analysis provide weekly prognostics reports and personalized order predictions to help steer our followers' paths.
So the department does what now?
The Department of Predictive Analysis is mainly populated by seers like myself, who represent the Order's most talented mathematicians. After years of study, some can predict events a few seconds or minutes into the future with reasonable precision. Others can estimate with up to 71.1% accuracy several months out. Of course, predictions have grown more difficult with the loss of the archive, but I am not to speak of that with an outsider. No offense.
So do unforeseen factors get in the way of your predictions?
Unforeseen factors, random elements, anomalous outliers, incalculable variables, all of them can undercut the accuracy of our predictions. But as we close in on solving the universal equation, unknown unknowns will become known unknowns. Then finally, known knowns. You follow?
Okay, can you tell me anything about the situation in these settlements?
Matriarch's mercy is brimming beyond capacity with those cast out by war. But we of the Order rise to every challenge and continually strive to better our guests' existence. Why, I, for instance, have availed my predictive methods to our refugee neighbors in the area.
So you lack any substantial ways to aid refugees?
There's nothing more practical than improving lives now, is there? We've offered the displaced access to our weekly prognostics reports and personalized order predictions. Engagement is admittedly rather low, but at least one member of the camp reports he has benefited from them greatly.
One person here will swear by the Order's predictive methods.
One of our recent guests, Rollo Nast, has received multiple personalized order predictions. I believe he could speak to the effectiveness of our ways firsthand. If my own humble assertions are not enough, I trust his attestations would convince you, and perhaps other members of the displaced as well.
This is a predictory. I expected more than a desk.
True, my situation does lack a certain refinement. Regrettably, this is Matriarch's mercy. We all must do the best we can with limited means.
Okay.
I foresee you have much to do. I won't keep you. Adieu.
Hold still and accept treatment.
Try not to deviate from the norm.
You know, you strike me as someone with a very small body of published work.
You must be the, Earth Directorate agent I was told to expect. Your punctuality is commendable. Allow me to welcome you to Golden Age.
What the heck do you have around your neck?
I'm afraid I've no refreshments available, but can I interest you in a customary debate over decidability?
No time for that. Ruth said we could help one another out.
Yes, the presiding bishop sent word of your imminent arrival. However, due to our need for compartmentalization, she was scant on the details of your mission. That said, I've been instructed to assist you however I can. So, tell me, what brings you to Golden Ridge?
I need to speak with Victor Clemens. Supposedly he's a member of your order.
Victor? Oh, yes, Archivist Clemens. Quite the mind. Such encyclopedic knowledge of engineering. One could almost mistake him for an exemplar. Is he in some kind of trouble?
I prove Victor is conspiring with a group of dangerous zealots with ties to the order.
Victor Clemens, some kind of radical. What an absurd notion.
I must agree with my seer. I once watched Victor shed copious tears over a damaged datapad. It's difficult to imagine him capable of worse.
A friend of the traitor I'm after said she and the Victor had secret contacts within the order.
And that may well be true. But our standard of proof within the Order is not normally met by hearsay alone. Victor's currently supervising highly experimental research at one of our labs to the northwest, the Enray Range, beyond the invaders' front lines. Unfortunately, you'll need to go through the decommissioned autonomous extractorium to reach it. That path is less than safe, so I advise caution.
Can you be more specific about the threats I'll be facing?
Besides the highly caustic Serenium River and the Mantisaurs, we've also received reports of mad cultists in the area. It does make me wonder why Victor decided to stay.
Are those the same cultists that worship the rifts?
Indeed. They began showing up with their inane theories prior to the invasion. The first sign of dysfunction in the Protectorate. Always starts small, doesn't it? Loath as I am to admit it, there may be some merit to your worries over a conspiracy within the Order, whether Victor is involved or not. As my predecessor would remind me, denying unpleasant facts is not good science. I would be remiss if I failed to support an investigation.
We'll be on the same page now. How can I return the favor and help you?
No doubt you heard of the recent attack launched on that Anti's Choice base, Outpost Opportunity. It came from one of our facilities, the Zeranium Manufactory. But that facility is intended for research, not military action. I hate thinking an Order member responsible, but given the precision of the attack, it does suggest traitors in our midst. It would undoubtedly benefit both of us to root them out.
Respectfully, Scholar, given current tensions, should we really be trusting such a delicate task to this stranger? Would an internal review of our ranks not be more appropriate?
Oh, number 3, definitely. Respectfully, go void yourself.
Thank you for proving my thesis statement.
I don't dispute the need for discretion, my friend, but the presiding bishop made the determination to send the agent to us. It's best we trust her calculations. Moreover, our situation is growing increasingly dire. I can't overstate my fears concerning this most recent attack ending the ceasefire and reigniting the war in Golden Ridge. One more thing. Your investigation into the traitors takes precedence, but if you could also render aid at Outpost Opportunity on our behalf, such a gesture might preserve the peace.
Thanks for needs, so look into all of this.
I knew I could rely upon you. Ruth wouldn't have sent you otherwise. Here, take this writ of investigative inquiry. It'll grant you access to the manufactory. Seer Wiley and I will conduct our own inquest into these traitors you've mentioned erstwhile. We can compare notes once you've returned with your findings.
Okay, a few more questions.
Illuminating the path to true erudition is an abbot's moral duty. Whatever
Let's
I
see
can
if
tell
there's
you,
anything
I
more we
will.
can learn. Notice you refer to Wiley as a seer. What is that?
A calling for those with a greater than average talent for mathematics and computation, particularly in the field of predictive analysis.
Is that a fancy way of saying you can predict the future?
Yes.
Seer Wiley is being too modest about his contributions. Many in the Order rely on seers for their indispensable counsel. I myself would be lost without mine.
I don't know, you seem excessively dependent on him.
No, it's not like that at all. Our bond is an equitable partnership built upon a foundation of mutual respect and dedication to the plan. In fact, what would you put our combined efficacy rate at these days, Wiley?
I won't trouble our good agent here with the exact calculation, but the percentage is considerable.
I dread the day your immeasurable talent finally propels you into the upper echelons. Truly, Landon, the Order doesn't realize what it has in you.
What's the story with the giant statue outside?
That is a statue of the matriarch, Alexandra Varick.
They sound like they're a little bit more than just
The
colleagues.
monastery was named after. Regrettably, Alexandra Monastery is closed to non-Order members at the moment, given recent troubles. But perhaps Seer Wiley can give us an estimation of its reopening.
Oh, certainly. According to my calculations, the monastery will be accessible to certain members of the public shortly.
Haha, good news indeed. Oh, you really must visit. The observatory is a true sight to behold.
Let's fill him in.
Have you beheld that new rifle up at the monastery? The one Wiley designed, right? Using the tracking algorithm, never misses. Sounds ambitious. Good for him. I'd give my tenure for an hour.
You have an abundance of valid options for your next mission destination, Commander. N-ray range, Zeranium manufactory, or outpost opportunity.
Yeah, we have a lot now, huh? Go up and check these. We just go up there and fight those. There's no vendor otherwise, really. Oh, well, she is.
Yes. You may peruse to your heart's content, but do so speedily for my sake.
That's charged up. Huh. Pretty nice one.
Every scientician yearns to visit the archive on Cloister. One day, it will process all of our...
Where do we go now? Another refugee camp?
I could use a break from fighting injustice.
More things around camp.
Vexing. We're at the mercy of the Order, and the Order is at the mercy of their predictions. Not to insult our gracious hosts, but these people don't wipe themselves unless an equation tells them to.
A good one. Was he Nash?
Welcome! Have you come to bask in the Order's knowledge?
My noggin sure is sore.
Wait. Don't tell me you're one of those drones from Auntie's Choice.
Easy, friend. All in this together.
You just keep your distance.
I think I'm gonna vomit. No, wait, it went back down. I'll try not to sneeze on you, but no promises.
Good news, Doc. Holly's Beastly asked me to bring you some medicine.
Law, finally. Real relief for my fake symptoms. Let's see it then.
Here you go. At least now I can pretend to feel better.
If it's all the same, I'll give it to someone in real need. I've got more practice ahead of me. Wouldn't want to spoil it by seeking treatment. You have my gratitude, stranger.
Okay.
I miss my sprats. How do you do, stranger? Always nice to see a friendly face around Matriarch's mercy. Though it's a pity I can't lend more aid to our downtrodden collective. I'm just a humble taxidermist.
Taxidermist, how much do you know about suturing wounds or reattaching limbs?
You are talking to the first prize winner at the Stuffed Ursapod Club, 2 years consecutive. But something tells me you didn't come to talk shop. What's this about, Agent? Am I in trouble?
I'm seeking medical specialist to help Doc Hollis Beardsley.
What? And you think that's me? Listen, friend, a little skill with needle and thread does not make me a qualified medical professional.
Surgery, taxidermy, safe. Well, you do fine. Most of your patients will be on the brink of death anyway.
What a cheerful thought. Have it your way, then. I know when I'm being voluntold. But you better make it worth my while. Before I agree to anything, I need sprat corpses. Several. And no victims of violence, please. My art depends on the quality of the sleeve.
But then I need some clean sprat corpses?
I used to source all of my sprats from a local trapper, Frankie Billings. No idea if she's still in business. Word has it she's out north in Auntie's Choice territory, so watch yourself.
Okay, I'll come back once I got hands on some fresh vermin.
Fresh being the operative word. My thanks, stranger.
Okay.
Do you believe Arcadia shall ever return to how it was?
I wish. Between the invaders and the Order defecting, there's no putting this sprat back into the can.
Cloister is looking pretty good right about now.
Okay, let's go up and check these things up here. See what's going on. What's this? was the ambush spot. Någonstans åt left. Oh boy. Spideys.
Commander.
It's kind of shit. Okay, let's go for this place. We have this one done. I guess we go back here and then down this way and do this. And then we can go do these two, and then we go over this way and go over here, I guess. Travel over here. Ba, ba, dum, dum. Where is... Looks like, order changed.
Steep grade detected ahead. Stretches are recommended before attempting any climb.
Ready to take the heat off you, Commander. Let's say when. Let me know when you need an extraction. Ready to waste them. On your command.
I was just thinking, you know what would make this climb better? Being shot at.
What's up next? Another beauteous melody granted by the grace of the sovereign.
All systems in reply. Best ever to be had. It's perfection perfected. Our paradigm is I
Hey, Data. How are you doing? Come in here roaring, huh?
Troublemaker approaching. Coming up on some foes.
Neutralizing unfriendlies.
Yeah, you should. Good game. Jump down there. That loot is gone.
Standing by.
Keep away from the refugee camp near the estates. Pull out the max that will kill you. Measure good. So we should have a bit of enemies here. Question is where they are. What GPU do you have now? Out of 2016. Yeah. Well, depends on what kind of game you want to play, of course. And on what setting. But yeah, certain games will have a rough time. Can do this. One shot in the head or something there. And I'll boop. It's just because I'm playing on the hardest difficulty. If the enemies hit you, it's ridiculous the amount of damage you do.
I smell the green time. Bastard got away.
Give the order and I'll take care of him, Commander. I see an unfriendly suit. Got my time?
Sequencing attack strategies. Promoting strategic health.
Yeah. Nah, it says you had to be more careful how you do combat. You had to really take cover and all, you know. Be more strategic how you do fights. Wish I had a high caliber or a high damage sniper rifle. Yeah, it makes the combat very different. If I played it on normal or easy, you know, I could just run around. Not care so much about taking damage.
When even scavengers are falling on hard times, you know the situation's dire.
Oh crap, they have a dragoon out mech around. Where? Okay, we're gonna go in. So there are also elite enemies. You have to like take down their shield before they even take any real damage. So they have like double the health bar pretty much. But usually if you use electricity bullets, you can stun them. I did a boss fight yesterday. That was an interesting one.
Engaging aesthetics appreciation protocol. What a lascivious domicile and or indoor space.
New pet. It's gonna be interesting. There's two of them.
This window. Don't like it. These strangers should rip them out, shatter them, transfer them with ourselves.
Yes, yes! Grab an order glass scrawler next outing. They'll just... They'll display us in the standing before we cut them up.
If somebody crosses me, I'll cross them off. I am at full guard today.
Entering a confrontational stage.
Ready to waste them. On your command.
Ah, yes, because that guy then started shooting at me. God damn it. So switch weapon instantly instead of waiting. What the heck, man, is my teammates doing? Why? This is something that this difficulty is really bad at. Your companions are like paperweight. Oh my god, and I had... We need to kill... I need to get him down first. The melee guy. Oh my god, and there was no way down there? What the hell? I thought it was gonna be a stairs down there. That's... God damn it. But I have that stupid cover crabs put up there. Okay, let's see here. So how the heck do you drop the mines then? Oh, we have to switch out. So.
Alert. Hostile.
patiently awaits repair.
Moving on up.
Troublemaker approaching.
It's a pretty nice one. Guess the one, the gun runner. Maybe. Let's get that one. Did a lot, so. Let me do this again.
Neutralizing unfriendlies.
To the next residence being above felony.
There is a strange sort of humor in the onset of the first war in Arcadia's history, within a few days of my being assigned here. As far from protectorate society as possible, Golden Ridge suffers under an invading force, and moreover, it appears that our Order colleagues have betrayed us. At first, I lamented my isolation, but I've realized I was where I needed to be of service. The scores of abandoned subjects need a leader. I have enlisted the staff at these estates to help accept the first influx of still loyal protectorate refugees. More shall come. I shall lead them out of the shadows and into the light. For the good of the Protectorate. This is my calling.
Blood-soaked orders. Sentinel Weirheart. Once you complete your work at the refugee camp in the western region of Golden Ridge, you shall ascend the neighboring mountain to the Guardian estate. You should do so openly in daylight to gain the trust of those within the estates. Those present are ex-Protectorate subjects who have remained in the region, a thorn in the side of the Order and anti-choice alike. Recruit them for our purposes by any and all means. Once you have done this successfully, you shall lead guerrilla strikes throughout the region independently. We trust you shall complete your task with gusto. Well, that's that. Our vigilant lies dead in accompanying and scavenging party last night. She stepped from the path and onto a landmine. There was hardly enough of her left to bury. None are sure what to do now, least of all myself. I'm the only warder still present and living, but that doesn't mean I feel ready to lead. Let us look to me as our supplies dwindle and the Protectorate sends no recourse and expect me to have answers. Morton came to me yesterday, said something that should have been blasphemy. Nobody's coming for us. There's no rescue. The Protectorates left us to die. I wanted to deny it, but I believe it to be true. Some others here agree or could be made to agree, yet still others do not and shall not. If we ought to start looking for ourselves in earnest, those that disagree shall attempt to stop us as Protectorate law demands with force. We shall have no choice but to respond in kind. May the matriarch absolve us of the sins we may soon commit. Ex-Warden Edward Dunson. Yep, so now they're fighting between themselves. Okay, messages. This is about him coming. Killed your man, but he didn't have any adrenaline. What the heck? Betraying people, they sit out. Oh shit. Okay, there was nothing more there. Right, over here we go. Okay, there are more enemies over in this direction now. The other building.
All aboard! What? You were thinking it too.
Oh.
Waste of void damn time. Something's afoot. Better keep my lamps open.
Not friendly life form detected.
Fastest way down, sure. But you won't be getting back up.
Yeah, we're not jumping down. We do have a double jump, but doesn't work from extreme heights. What? I didn't know that was possible. Okay. We are done here. Wham bam, thank you, ma'am. Shotgun hammer. Requires a loaded shotgun hammer to fire. What the heck? $139. We can remove that one. Can be a good sneak up weapon. I'm kind of tempted to see how these work. Those to the right are slightly distracting. Okay. That is the main story. Just wondering if you should do the other ones first then. Or? Let's see. Well, there's two things we have to investigate. Yeah. Okay, let's do this one first. So let's go here.